So every time your subject demonstrates a change in behavior, is that a sign they're being deceptive? Let's find out in tip number 63, 101 tips for interviewing and interrogation. So let's take a little interpretation of change and understand the significance of changes in behavior and why they're not always signs of deception. Welcome back to tip number 62 of 101 tips for interviewing and interrogation, interviewing tips and interviewing techniques for the professional interviewer. What piqued my interest in making this particular video was a comment that I had on one of my other videos about some bizarre training and bizarre behaviors that were just very strange. You have to go back and look at it, about the very odd behaviors that some folks are saying are signs of deception, strange stuff in the first place. But one of the comments I got was that that's where you find a baseline so you know where the changes are, implying that every change by a subject is indicative of deception. That is not correct. Just because your subject, universal term, victim, witness, suspect, every time your subject indicates or demonstrates a change doesn't mean it's deception. What it does tell you, that particular topic area or that issue may be causing an emotional and or cognitive disruption in your subject's stress level, no matter what the concept is. But that change may tell you that there's something sensitive or significant about that particular area. They may not be engaged in the cognitive manipulation or the emotional manipulation of you as the interviewer to come to different conclusions to believe something else that's of total benefit to the subject. There's basically three types of changes we looked at in our research. We looked at what's called general stress, we looked at incriminating potential, then we looked at discriminators. General stress is just the changes you see that are background nuisance things. Your kid's late for school, real slow person at the fast food restaurant, there's an oxymoron for you, or the idiot in front of you who suddenly discovers the menu at the last second after standing there longer than you and can't make their mind up what they want to buy at the fast food restaurant. You'll get over those. Incriminating potential are those changes that stand out significantly from the baseline. And you should be picking up, read the change not in a single symptom, but remember the concept of clusters, 2 or more symptoms. So that change is incriminating potential. Now what that says, you maybe got a 50-50 chance. Is this the background of the situation the person is having to deal with, or is it an attempt to mislead the interviewer, to manipulate you? Is it worth following up on? You betcha. Absolutely. Not all changes are deception signals or discriminators. Lie signs are rare. They're very infrequent. They only tend to show up when the interviewer is on target, impressing the subject, asking for information that creates cognitive load in the mind of the subject, or a very strong emotional reaction, withdrawal, or a dislike behavior, or contempt. So don't think of change that everything you see, once you find the baseline, then anything new always is a discriminator, a lie cue. That is not the case. Is that topic worth following up on? Yes, and you should do it, and it's a prudent thing. What may be happening, that change could prevent you from making further progress and getting compliance and cooperation from that victim or witness or suspect. So there could be something in the way, a reaction, go back and look at reaction response behaviors, that's causing this problem that will prevent your progress. So you will need to use the SMART practice. How do I deal with that particular reaction behavior? Move them into response behavior. So fine tune, take a look at that. Remember, look for clusters, groups of symptoms, voice, body, or body, body. Look for those that stand out, and then isolate each one, pressing the subject, and clear, like clearing a room, clear that topic as a problem, only as a barrier, or clear or label that topic as a problem with possible deception and manipulation. And you find you be more accurate in spotting deception that way, and you make these deception cues stand by asking those very pointed Google search type questions. Be sure you take a look at our work and our schedule coming up for classes in your area. If you'd like to host for your agency, drop me a note. Be glad to customize a course for your particular discipline, setting different class links for what you need with some innovative modern interview and interrogation techniques and concepts supported by empirical evidence. Take a look at the online courses, and if you will, please do me a favor. Please hit the like button, hit the share button, and help me get this out to as many folks as I can and raise the rankings on the YouTube channel, The Lie Guy. Good to be with you. Come back and we'll see you again for tip number 63. Until then, be safe.